Welcome to Sisters on Your Sofa, episode 15. I'm Crystal Goranto, the founder of HeartStories, and I am so excited to be here today with Mallory Shows, the founder of Hello Happy Home. Today we are going to talk about organizing a little chaos in your home and how you get there. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Sure.
I'm honored that you asked me to be part of this.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's just amazing. We found you on Instagram via some sort of hashtag.
I love it.
And
makes it working.
Yes, it's working. And everything about your feed and the stories and things that you write and talk about in such alignment with what we do and who we are. So just so grateful to have you here.
That. Yeah.
Yay! So you started Hello Happy Home in 2018.
I did.
So tell us what you were doing before. It's not been, forever career.
Nope.
So what were you doing before and how did you end up where you are now?
So I actually have a degree in elementary education.
Amazing.
So I taught kindergarten and pre-K for a couple of years, and then I had my kids, and I'm like, that's enough kids.
That's enough.
I just want my kids. Yeah. So I actually was an assistant at Gateway Church in Southlake for 6.5 years.
Oh my goodness.
I worked in their women's department. I helped run Pink Impact, which is their huge women's event that they do every year. So a lot of assisting and helping other people kind of get things done. And then I knew that my boss was leaving and I didn't want to be an assistant anymore. I was like, okay, it's time to move on. But I had no idea. I didn't want to teach anymore. Like, what do I do? And so I started thinking, like, what am I passionate about? Like, what do I love? And so my husband was like, well, you love organizing. He said, but that's not a job. Who's going to pay you for that? Because, the Home Ed wasn't really like a show yet. Marie Kondo wasn't a show. So it just wasn't as well known yet. And so I just started researching, did some digging on social media. Like, is this a thing? And put it out there, and it has literally taken off before my eyes. I can't really catch up. So
oh my gosh, well, there's such a need. I mean, especially
really
kids. I was thinking maybe your school career had something to do with that. Just constantly teaching kids how to keep all the junk out of their backpacks and how to find the right folder and all of that.
Which is so important. Yeah.
Yes.
I tell clients all the time, if you teach your kids now, they won't have to hire me later.
Oh,
so
can I hire you to just teach my kids? Is that good?
For sure.
So tell me, so obviously Hello Happy Home on Instagram has over 60,000 followers.
I don't know how.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how did that happen? What do you
crazy.
do? You really so you said your hashtags are working. Are you using hashtags, or is it really there's just such a need and you are relatable and people are word of mouth? Do you feel like what do you attribute
so
it to?
I have one thing to attribute of initial growth. Marie Kondo actually in March of last year, it's been about a year, reposted one of my pictures and it went bonkers.
Oh my gosh,
so,
that's amazing.
I literally had 8,000 followers that morning and I had 32,000 that night.
Oh my, thank you, Marie.
Thank you, Marie Kondo.
Thank you.
So that was my huge growth. I was not planning on Instagram being a job. I really love working with clients, and so that is my main focus.
Yes.
But it has become a job. This is now my part-time job. That's what I do second. And then since then it's just been organic growth. Just people following me, I guess, and liking what we're doing and liking our content. And I love being a resource for people that I can kind of reach out, and I'm trying to build more of a community that can get behind my brand and not just this random influencer. So
right. No, and you can tell that you're not trying to be an influencer. That really is. It feels very organic, but 60,000 is a big number since 2018.
It's a lot of people.
It is. It's incredible. That has to feel good.
It does.
How, if you are, the difference between caring for people and wanting as a mother to care for you. I know for me, so I have 2 teenage boys and they, leave. I swear when I wake up in the morning, sometimes the living room looks like a frat house. I'm like, it was perfect when I went to bed, and then there's just chip wrappers and stuff everywhere.
What do they do?
And how much easier is it for me just to walk through and sweep everything up and go put it away, load the dishwasher, done. And then the boys come down and it's happy and wonderful and we get to... But it doesn't, I know that that's not the most caring thing for them, that's just me carrying the weight for them, and someday they're going to have to figure out how to do it for themselves. And so there is a constant balance for me, but how do you train, or how do you work with your clients to make sure that they are not doing that you're putting systems in place that make it easy for their kids?
That's really
trainable.
For sure. No, that's really our goal, is that we want to leave there. We ask a whole lot of questions. So it's not just, here's the cut and dry process of organizing. X, Y, Z goes here, here, here. We ask you questions. Okay, so if I'm walking into your pantry, it's, okay, what does a morning look like for you? Do Do y'all eat a lot of oatmeal? Do you eat a lot of cereal? Do you not eat this? Do you have things that you need to be out of reach away from your kids?
Yeah.
Like, I want it to work for you when I lead. So it might not be something that I would do in my home.
Right.
But if it's functional for you and it's going to change your life, then I want to put that in place. So I love the Pinterest perfect pictures. Like, I want it to look beautiful for you because I want you to be happy.
Yes.
But if it's not also functional, I didn't do a good job.
Ah, that's so good. It's so good because Scott likes the beauty, like everything looks perfect, and I'm totally, what is it, form over function. I'm always function over form. Like,
you gotta have
something that works. I don't care if it's beautiful or not.
Yes, we're gonna make a marriage of the form and the function, and it's beautiful and it works for your family.
Oh, that's so good. So tell me, in that vein, what sets your organization, Hello Happy Home, apart from other organizers in town?
There are
all over.
There are so many. I mean, like, every single day I have a new organizer following me. Like, they're popping up all over the place, which to me is amazing. Like, there's a lot of people in this profession that are a little bit like, "Ooh, I'm not going to talk to you about that," or "I just hold things close."
The world. Yes.
And I'm like, there are 50 million trillion houses around here.
Yes.
I'm not in competition with you, and you're not in competition with me,
So
because
good.
there are so many houses and so many different people, and someone might like the way you do something, but they don't like the way I do it.
Right.
Well, then I want them to hire you because I want you to change their lives, because I want to do the same for another family. So, so I think we're amazing. I mean, I love what we do. I think there's a lot of other people out there who do a great job too, but I really think that when we're in a home, I love connecting with the clients. I think that's something that we do really well. Like, we just spent last week helping a family unpack, and like, I hugged them when I left. I felt like I was like meeting friends. Yes. Some of my clients I invited to my baby shower. Like, I literally became friends with them.
Yes.
So I think that's an aspect of it that we do that is kind of sets us apart a little bit, is like we're building a relationship so that we can help you long term.
Yes, and it is a very personal thing.
Oh, it is.
I've worked with organizers before. Yes, because you're like, oh,
yes.
hi, there's
I
that
won't tell anyone.
Yes. Oh my gosh. When we were filming the promo shoot for our event, we had people bring their drawers, and we all it was hilarious. The stuff
you're
that we
finding
found.
there. I love that you have people bring that. I think I'm going to start doing that now. I'm going to be like, okay, gather your friends, go into one person's closet, and y'all go clean it out.
Yes.
I mean, that is so fun.
Well, and that actually, we did that on when quarantine first started in our April 2020 event. I was like, what are we going to do?
Yeah.
And she's not an organizer, but Allison Limbatis, she's a blogger with Get Your Pretty On, and she does these outfit formulas, but one of the things that she does is a closet clean out challenge. And so I was like, Allison, can we Zoom in our closets and you help us? And it was like a virtual where everybody was in their own closets, and she was like, okay, now we're going to do this thing and pull out this, and people were showing each other. We went to breakout rooms, and they were showing each other. Like,
I love that idea.
Should have kept this on or get rid of it? It was really great.
Yeah.
It's like the bonds of friendship and organizing.
Yes, and you're figuring out how to do it in this crazy world right now. So I applaud you. That's awesome.
Oh, well, thank you. Okay, so you explained a little bit about if I hire you and I want you to come to my house and we're going to start the process of organizing. Yeah. What do you bring all the things? Like, how does that work? Do you come and just get it all done in one day? Do we do an appointment first?
So there's a ton of different ways that everyone does it. How we do it specifically is we'll do a consultation over the phone. So you can either Marco Polo me and show me like your space, which is easy for you and easy for me. You can send me videos, you can send me pictures, and then I'll kind of give you an idea of like, okay, this is a 1-day job, this is a 2-day job, this is a 2-person job.
This is a 9-week job.
That's going to be a year-long process. No. My goal is I want to finish in a day. Like, my goal is to finish in a day.
Amazing.
To me, it's like, I don't want to take more of your time.
Yes.
And you kind of sit in the mess. So if that means I'm going to bring 3 people because I want to finish this today, then I'll let you know that up front.
Awesome.
And as far as product, we bring everything with us. So you don't have to go shop for one little thing. I will bring everything in my car. If there's something we need to run out and get, I'll do the shopping. So all of that is included, the labels and all the pretty everything. And then the client's just reimbursed for the product that's used.
So tell me about, because it's the theme of the girls' night, the Organized Chaos Girls' Night, I want you to tell me about a time something great in your life was preceded by chaos. Like what, and obviously you live in this all the time.
Yep.
But we're going to have our attendees tell a story about a time in their life when something really good in their life was preceded by a season or a time of chaos. So what's something that comes to mind for you around that?
Okay, so heart moment, especially in my little girl who was so sick this morning. So we waited 5 years for her. We have a 9-year-old and a 7-year-old, and then we lost 2 babies. And so, nothing you ever expect to walk through.
Right, especially after you have to.
No, we had there's no explanation. And so, yeah, it's just that's a heart moment of like, and my sister-in-law's walking through that right now, trying to figure out, okay, God, where are you?
Yes.
Why me? Like, why am I the one struggling? I thought I did everything right. You know, it's a hard chaos moment to walk through. So we walked through that for 5 years waiting for her. And when I see her sometimes, I feel like I have this spiritual moment with her of like, that's why I waited. You know, she's just perfect.
Yes.
She's wonderful. Those waiting seasons are hard. I have lots of like crying on my bathroom floor, screaming, why do I have to wait? Other friends get this, you know.
Yes.
Why?
Yeah.
Having seen my kids cry and like their pain, my husband's. So, but yeah, like the joy that came from that, and maybe it's not everyone gets the baby or gets the house or gets the everything, but there is that moment where you feel a little bit more like, oh, that's why. Yes. And it doesn't mean it explains the babies that I lost or the loss, but I get to have the joy. And yeah, so that was my,
so good. Yes,
my joy out of my chaos.
I love too that's not a story of like the whole world was spinning and like all these horrible things were happening. It's like this one very intimate personal thing that was happening that feels like pure chaos when you can't
for sure.
control it.
I tell people all the time, there was a Mallory before I lost my babies, and then there's Mallory after. I feel I'm a different person. Like my entire outlook on everything has changed. Some for the worse and some for the better, you know, good days and bad days.
Such is life.
Yeah.
That's it.
But having her and seeing, I mean, she's the perfect addition to our family, so it was worth it.
And your growth was worth it, I'm sure, even though...
Still doing it.
Yeah.
Every day. Yes, every day.
The change that those types of things cause in us, what sometimes we wish... Oh, I wish I was just a little bit more like her, but not really.
Yeah.
Like, no, it's really good.
Yeah.
The full
I don't want to be
that
that old Mallory. Like, this is who I am right now. So
that's so good, and who you're still becoming. Okay, so do you have sisters?
I don't.
You don't?
No,
okay.
I have one brother.
So this is why, you know, with HeartStories, everything we do is about women, girlfriends, community, and this like deeper connection that goes beyond surface level friendships. So I love to know if you had a sister, and especially now, new Mallory that the Mallory that you are now. Yeah. What is the best advice if you were sitting on the sofa with a little sister and you were just thinking about like, I only have one shot to give you some great advice for your life? What would you tell her?
Oh man. Good.
I know it's a big one.
And I have 3 little girls, so I do have I'm raising sisters. So I think, oh man, that like hits like, oh my gosh, I'm trying to picture them like connecting on that level, which I want so badly for them.
And they will.
Yeah, and I am so excited about that. I think fostering like truth and real heart connections. I have a group of friends from college. There's 7 of us, and we've kind of stayed connected, and just real, like being real with people. Like I think that's something I try to teach my girls. Like, if you're upset, I want you to be upset to me. Like, if you're angry, I want you to be angry to me. I don't want it to hide inside. I think that's important in life with anyone that we're connecting with, if in marriage or with our family, with girlfriends. Like, if you want those people by your side, you need to have a real heart connection.
Yes, no, it's
a heart story. Like, you need to connect on a heart level, but you can only do that by being real. Like, be your real, authentic self, the bad, the ugly, the good.
Oh, that's so good. It's so true. Like, that being part of your philosophy of life is why, even though you may not say that on your Instagram, like I feel that from you, that realness. You live that. That's so good.
Thank you.
Okay, so in the vein of that, just one step further, I feel like a lot of us in our lives have gone through our lives, and then there becomes a point where we're like, gosh, I wish I knew I could do that before. And maybe it's the same, maybe it's that moments of truth and being real more often in your life, but is there anything more you would think about if you could just write a permission slip, either for yourself, even right now, or for another mother, another friend, sister? If you say, like, just take this and do it. Don't ever second guess yourself again. Here's your permission slip. What would it be for?
Dreams.
Dreams. Yeah. Oh, so good.
I think I get scared by my dreams a lot and think it's not for me. I had a season where a lot of things, when I was younger, a lot of things just kept not happening the way I thought it was going to. Yeah. And I think in my head, I just expect it now.
Wow.
And, you know, even through praying and dealing with those things, it still is a trigger inside.
Yes.
Where you're like,
absolutely.
But, you know, but when's the next bad thing coming around?
Yes.
You know? And so even when my Instagram exploded, I actually had just had a conversation with a friend before that of like, what am I doing? Why am I spending so much time on this? And then that happened. And I felt like, okay, maybe I'm supposed to be doing this. But I even inside was like, well, you know,
what
like,
if? Yes.
Well, it's not, there's so many other people out there doing amazing things, and maybe that's not for me. And I just wish I could tell myself, like, it's all for you. Everything you want, it's yours. Like,
Oh, that's
Here it is.
so good.
So, yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love that. Do
Yeah,
you
write
do
that
you
down.
know the Brene? Yeah, put that on your permission slip. Stick it in your pocket.
I know.
I'm gonna sing that to you later.
Oh, so good.
Do you follow Brene Brown? Do you
No,
know,
but
or
I
do
know
you know
who
who
she
she
is.
is?
Yes,
Okay,
I do.
so she, and I don't even know if it was on a podcast or where, but she talks about circumventing joy, and it's exactly what you're saying, that like you're always waiting for the other shoe to
Yes.
drop.
Yeah.
And she talks about doing that through gratitude, like going back and being thankful for all the good things and the way they went down. But it's funny, I always think like, don't circumvent joy, because I do it too. I think we all do
Yes,
it.
It's so
Like,
easy.
oh, this is great, but
Yes. Yeah, my husband's all the time. He's like, why are you just being so negative? Like something good just happened. I'm like, yeah, but.
yes,
but when's
you
the
never
bad?
know,
I want to prepare myself for the bad.
Oh my gosh.
And I hate that. Yeah, I don't want to be that way. I have dreams and goals and plans for all of this that I'm building, and I sometimes hold back because I'm like, well, maybe it's not for me. Maybe that's for someone else.
Right.
And I think I'm being like a good person by saying that.
Yeah.
But no, it's like, no, I want that for her, but I want it for me too. And I think that's okay.
Yeah, it is okay. Absolutely. Okay, so where can we find you? First of all, do you only do in-person consultation? I know you do the consultation over the
Yes.
phone, but do you only do things here in town? Or you mentioned something about maybe doing virtual. Do you do things virtually, or
I do.
only?
Yep. So
Okay.
I offer virtual to clients. It's over Marco Polo. So we'll like do a FaceTime video, and then I'll keep up with you through Marco Polo,
So
helping you
cool.
kind of like do your job, whatever you're doing in your home,
Yes.
because I can't be there. Virtual is very hard for me. I will tell you that.
Yes.
Because I just love the one-on-one in-person thing. So
Yes.
I'm working on it, but I do this.
You will do it,
Yes,
yes.
I will offer that. And then also, in home if you're local, but also we travel. So we went to Oklahoma last year.
Oh, perfect.
We're actually going to be doing a tour of Texas this summer. So if you live in Austin or Houston or West Texas, let me know, because we're going to start booking those soon.
How fun!
Yeah.
And because you plan to do it in a day, that's fun.
We're
You
going to
can
get it done. We're going
keep
to
on
travel
the road.
around and get it all done.
Oh, how cool! Okay, so where do we find you? Where can they find you if someone watching wants to hire you tonight?
Yep.
How do they find you?
So you can go right to my website and you can book right there. So everything is there. It'll show my calendar and my availability, and you can book right there. If you're on Instagram, follow me at Hello Happy Home, and all the links to my website and all my products and everything we talked about are also there.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. It was a
Thank
joy.
you for being here today, and we so look forward to having you for our event.
I'm excited. Let's get
Yay.
organized.
Let's do it.